When I was 4 years old, my grandparents adopted me from a foster home. My mom and dad were going through some hard times before, and we ended up having to stay there for a while. So after spending some time there, my grandparents adopted me and my brother, and we moved in with them in Woodbury, St. Paul. We ended up living with them for most of our toddler years, but it was all right because my mom got to visit us every now and then. I remembered when my mom used to visit us, she would take a lot of pictures of the moments that meant something to her. Whether it was something funny or something sad, she was always there with a camera to capture the moment. One morning, my mom had come to visit us, and she had brought me and my brother our own disposable camera. We went into our backyard and took pictures of some of the things there, including some flower gardens my grandmother planted and some of the toys and trees that we liked. I remember each picture that I took and what they meant to me. Some years later, me and my brother moved in with my dad in Minneapolis. My mom ended up passing away when I was 11 in 6th grade. That was a really hard year to get past, focusing on keeping my grades up in a new environment, let alone dealing with the grief of my mom passing away. Dealing with all the stress and grief opened up new emotions I haven't felt before. I found that it was a struggle to deal with everything happening all at once, so I looked for some new ways to escape them. My friends and family suggested that I try some coping mechanisms or listening to music, but at the moment it just wasn't cutting it. One night I saw my dad sitting in the middle of the living room floor, sorting through hundreds of pictures. I asked him where all the pictures were from, and he said that these were photographs that my mom had taken. I sat down next to him and glanced at some of the photos. Most of the pictures were photos of me and my family. I looked over at a different pile of photos, and these were all pictures of my mom. Looking at all the photos of my mom, my dad told me the memories behind the photo, and it made me feel a bit better knowing that each and every photo had a special meaning in my family. I continued to save and remember new and old pictures of my mom to keep the reminder of her in my heart. And I still look at some of the pictures that my mom took today and remember the memories.